And what's nice is when you see this coming here, the eCPNV, this is like dropping CPCs. It really is, because everyone thinks, oh, I got to click, it must be new. When that's where everyone immediately fails. Now, if you say, I got to click, the next thing you should ask is, was it new or returning? Then you should ask, is there more of one or the other? Then you should ask, is the rate of the better one increasing? Then you should ask, what is that costing me? That's the difference between CPC and eCPNV.
I think with every other case study digital marketer that I've ever seen, they always show some kind of insanely great result. But they don't tell you how they kind of got there. And you can show insanely great results inside the app. Mm-hmm. It's very easy to do that. But what we're talking about here, this is actually how the sausage is made. And this is in part of the process of getting to the amazing result. And the amazing result at the end of the day is profitable growth. So take it away.
So you're all seeing this kind of, first day that I am. So for proof, this is the 2nd through the 8th. So last Friday to yesterday. And this is compared to the previous period. So what you're kind of seeing is this is the day that we last met. This is what has happened now. And then compared to exactly the previous period. So 8.2 to 8.8 compared to the last 7 days, which is 7.26 to 8.1. All agree that this is not, I'll hit apply filter so you can see that nothing changes here. This is already there.
Nothing up my sleeve.
Exactly. No rented Ferraris here.
Don't get me started. Or rented mansions.
Right.
Yeah.
No books I never read. So here's 1% increase in cost. All right. Our leads, which is basically just like form fills for people that are signed up for like newsletters, it went up 24%.
Yep.
Our cost per lead went down 21%. Our sales have gone up 23%. Our customers have gone up 23%. Our NCAC has dropped 18.4%. Our blended metrics have gone up 12.8%, and our clicks went up 22%. And all of these here are all of your kind of top leading indicators and performers of your business compared to what we spent, which was the same. 1% change in cost, 23% more new customers. And you'll see that there's actually a difference here. This is not 23% new customers, so 23% better NCAC. We did attract a few returning customers. We weren't trying, but that's okay. Those happen. It's fine. This is our North Star metric is a cost for acquiring a first-time customer going down. And that's what we want to see. Now, let's dive into the little bit as to reasons why. So what we'll notice is these are all of the campaign kind of metrics, and this is all of the meta metrics, and then there's some additional campaign metrics over here on the side. And what we were attempting to do is we wanted to clean up the ad copy, or sorry, not clean up the ad copy. We wanted to remove the ads that were not performing. They had like some 500, some 600, some $1,200 NCAC ads that were running. And we said, hey, these are obviously, when we compare the first click to last click, ads that are getting a high, decent amount of exposure, but are not effective. So when we look at the metrics here, we see the costs are all the same. You see the new visits starting to increase because our eCPNVs have dropped, because our CPMs have dropped, because we're using better ads. And we'll see a NCAC that actually went down, and a little bit higher. So this one wasn't as favorable in NCAC. This one kind of technically did fail a bit. We had more visits. We had the same amount of cost. We had a cheaper conversion, but the conversion rate stayed the same. So no movement to a slightly worse to better. Now we can kind of see, okay, where did we make the right decisions? Did we make the wrong decisions? And then when we're going to kind of go into a little bit more of a in-depth, what we can kind of see in like this one here is one of the ones that we were looking at last week. You called that person out by name, by the way. That was what was fun.
Nobody watches these things.
Right. Yeah. Hopefully they don't ever see this. But in this one ad, this is an ad set here with a group of ads. So what was nice about this is our eCPNV globally went down, and our costs went down here. These are the ones we paused, and our costs went here. Cost increase here because these are the ones that we left on. So I don't have obviously where they used to be bad this last week. Like this used to say like 600 and now it's at 0 because we just now reduce a whole bunch of spend on it. It's no longer attributing anything. Right. But what you can see is that for the 3 that are on compared to the 4 that we're shutting off or removing or pausing, it did have a top line global effect of 38% less NCAC and 44.1% more cost. But our new visits did increase on these people, and our cost per effective new customer or cost per effective new visit did decrease. So all of this is like really, really, really crazy shit. But long story short, all we did is remove the bad and put more of the good cold traffic onto the better ads. It's simple.
Yeah.
Very, very, very simplistic. I have to apologize, everyone out there in YouTube land. My dog is yelping at my door, and if I don't let him out, we're going to have a bigger issue on our hands. So give me one quick second just to let him outside.
So just to explain, like a lot of these metrics you may or may not be familiar with. So eCPNV is effective cost per new visit. It's a leading indicator, really, as to whether or not your cost per new visit to your website is going up or going down. And it does not necessarily relate to NCAC, but it's a good leading indicator to tell you how many people are actually brand new, how much cold traffic are you bringing in? Because retargeting is easy. Like, I guess we can just agree on that fact. Like, retargeting people who already know who you are and selling them again, that's easy. Mm-hmm. Any damn digital, I mean, you know, my dog could do that. And I don't even own a dog. But finding cold traffic customers who have no idea who you are and bringing them into your world, eCPNV, which is one of the 15 metrics, by the way, that we give away in our giveaway, to explain a little bit further, is a helpful indicator. And I think you're the only person that I know on the planet that uses that. Am I explaining that correctly?
Yeah. And what's nice is when you see this coming here, the eCPNV, this is like dropping CPCs. It really is, because everyone thinks, oh, I got to click, it must be new. When that's where everyone immediately fails.
Yeah.
Now, if you say, I got to click, the next thing you should ask is, was it new or returning? Then you should ask, is there more of one or the other? Then you should ask, is the rate of the better one increasing? Then you should ask, what is that costing me? So that's the difference between CPC and eCPNV. That looks like this in practice. Good. I have a cheaper new visit. Now, am I getting more clicks? Yes.
Yeah.
Now, what is the difference between the new and returning clicks? This here, 860 versus 660. This is 860 total, 660 new. 1,000 total, 763 new. 6,300, 5,100 new. Good. We're at about 80-ish% cold.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Now, what was my next question? Well, after I know my eCPMV, are my clicks rising? What's the split? My next question was, am I getting more of better? Yes, I get 87 more clicks, 98% increase at the rate of new. Okay, 50% more clicks, 53% increase at the rate of new. And then 47% more clicks, but 63% more clicks of new. Good. So my rate of new versus returning is increasing as the total amalgamation rises. What does that mean? This can scale.
Right.
Good. Now we're looking at, okay, now we actually have good quality traffic, more new than returning, a good amount of split of new versus returning. And if I optimize for ad copy, that gives me cheaper CPMs. What is the end result? Same cost, dropping NCAC by 18%.